I cannot hear the honourable gentleman. Order.
You're convening within 48 hours. Can you put the suggestion to Sir Christopher Kelly what resources he would need to bring his report forward from the autumn? Because it seems wholly unacceptable that if it's a question of resources, they should be made available to enable him to do this, certainly as speedily as 1 month from now. And I would urge you to discuss that with the party leaders and the House Commission.
Take on board what the honourable gentleman has had to say. Mr Hoyle.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Would it not be possible for a very early interim report to be brought forward for Kelly, something that we could adopt to actually make the changes more immediate?
I've heard what the honourable gentleman has had to say. The honourable gentleman.
Sir, the reputation and standing of this House, in the views of those that send us here, as at the lowest point that I can ever remember. And that this is a constitutional crisis when we have to now hear a statement about the future, when many out there will not believe that we are serious about the changes that are necessary as long as you are in the chair. And that is the terrible situation we are. It is with the greatest sadness and thing that I even have to raise this point. There is a motion on the order paper, and it should be debated, and the government should acknowledge that it will be.
But what the honourable gentleman is doing through a point of order is debating the matter just now. If the honourable gentleman's got a point of view about me, I don't deny him that right. But he knows the rules of the House, and through a point of order, it's not a debate that you can enter into. Well, if the honourable gentleman doesn't know that, then no one will know. Sir Stewart.
Mr Speaker, sir, the majority in this House will fully support the statement you made today. And the majority in this House will fully accept that it has never been, in the history of our land, such an attack upon the Speaker of the House of Commons. There has never been such an attack upon the chairmanship of this House and the speakership of this House. Is it not appropriate that the steps that you are taking, with the steps that Sir Christopher Kelly is taking, with the steps that the Prime Minister has asked for, and a review of 4 years of our expenses, that all of this is designed to restore public confidence and public trust, and that this House should calm itself down, should have a period of reflection, and should support you as a Speaker is entitled to be supported.
All I say to the honourable gentleman is this, is that the House of Commons Commission, which this House created and under statute as order, as far as I know, is under statute, that the House of Commons Commission has a responsibility. The party leaders, all of them, including the minority parties, have a responsibility. And what I'm saying is that let all of the parties involved meet and discuss this matter. That has never happened. What has happened is one party has said one thing, the Prime Minister said another, the Liberal Party said another, and other individual members have had a point of view. For the first time, people will be under one roof talking about this matter. A point of order, sir.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a sad day for all of us today. The point you made earlier, I'm sure, is absolutely right, that this is an early day motion, not a substantive motion. Is it within the power of a backbencher to put down a substantive motion, and if so, how?
It could become a substantive motion were it to be placed on the effective orders of the day. On the order, it needs to be on the order, not on the remaining.
It has to be on the order paper and not on the remaining orders.
And the government control that.
And that is a matter for the government, not for the chair. Order. Mr. Spink.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I welcome, as I'm sure the House must welcome, your statement today.
Difficulties we're in. I should be able to hear an honourable member.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. The whole House must welcome your statement today, so thank you. Sir, in view of the recess that we're facing next week, will you be able to come to the House and make a further statement following your meeting with the party leaders? And following that statement, can we have a debate so that I can make it plain that my constituents, as most people's constituents, do not want to see you made a scapegoat for the actions of these members?
Can I say to the honourable gentleman, I will make a statement as soon as I'm in a position to do so regarding the report back. But I assure you that I will keep the House informed in every way possible. The Honourable Lady.
That's Mr. Speaker, I ask for your guidance whether there is anything within your power to guide the government to provide us with an opposition day debate in which this matter, which most of the House wish to debate, could be brought forward as a substantive motion.
Order, I have no responsibility for the subject of debate. Now, what I've got to be clear is this, is that I am not continuing with what seems to be a debate on this matter. I made a statement, but to be helpful, the Honourable Gentleman, Sammy Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, can I say that I welcome the opportunity which there will be, not just for the main parties in this House, but also for the minority parties in this House, to have a discussion on this issue with you and to bring forward recommendations, because I believe, as other members have said, that the very reputation, not just of this House, but the future of good governance in the United Kingdom is at stake. But could I ask, Mr. Speaker, can you give us an assurance that after those discussions that we will quickly have a report to this House as to the outcome of those discussions so that this matter can be put behind us and settled?
I will do that. I promise I will do that. Mr. Field.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The members for Scunthorpe and Bury North have confessed to claiming fraudulently tens of thousands of pounds of taxpayers' money for phantom mortgage claims.
Order, please. Order. Now, we've got to be careful here about what we say. There are things I could have said from the chair expressing anger about certain things. I had to be careful, and I've got to ask honourable members to do so also. I caution the honourable gentleman, not for my sake, but for his sake. He shouldn't say this. And in fact, I've got to stop him. I've got to stop him saying it. I've got to stop him saying it, and I give him good advice. Order. I inform the House in the main business I have selected the amendments in the name of the Prime Minister. Order. Please leave the... And we now come to the opposition 11th allotted day, skills and recession.